All right, hey, what's up, guys? Mad Scientist here. Hey, today's video is going to be a review video. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm going to review my new Roccat Vulcan 120 AIMO keyboard. This is the one that I bought on Black Friday, just off a whim. It was one I'd been looking at to replace my old Corsair K70, which I had zero issues with. I did do an unboxing video on that one, and I got a few comments back of people actually wanting to see a little bit closer on the keyboard, talk about some of the software, and actually see some of the different lighting on it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do in today's video. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, what I think about the keyboard after using it for about almost 3 weeks now, and then I'll pull up the software on the screen, and I'll show you guys some of the different lighting modes on the keyboard and some of the stuff on the software. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over my handheld camera. That way I can zoom in on the keyboard just a little bit more while I talk to you guys, and let's take a little bit more in-depth look at the keyboard. All right, so let's zoom in on the keyboard just a little bit closer. I apologize if the autofocus goes a little bit crazy here. I am doing this on my phone, and somebody was texting me, so it might freeze up a little bit, but I just put it on airplane mode, so we shouldn't have any more issues. First thing I like about this keyboard is really thin. As you can see, I'm gonna slide my hand up here. It's literally up, I'm resting my hand on the table here. As you can see, that's the bottom. Where my fingernail is right here, like that's the bottom. The edge is super thin, but then if we pull this up just a little bit, you can see there's like a little beveled edge right there. So it makes it seem a whole lot thinner than it is. But I mean, that's a thin keyboard right there. I mean, that's like super thin compared to my Razer over here. So you can see the difference. I mean, it's really fat. But that's just because the keys, like there's a cover and like the keys sit down inside. Unlike this one, where the keys literally sit on top. So that was another thing. I kind of like this style better, to where the keys just sit up like that. I don't know, it's just a personal preference, but to each their own. Some people might not like that, but just keep in mind that the keys literally sit right on top of that stuff. So, so let's talk about the keys then. 104 keys, so it's standard layout. Now the 6 macro keys are actually a function right here. So you can see macro 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you actually have to use the function button here to use the macro keys. Now, if you're somebody like me that really doesn't use macro keys, I use more key bindings than anything, and I'll bind them to like an actual key for games. That's not an issue. But if you like standalone macro keys, again, back over to the Razer, like those 5 right there, you may not like hitting the function key and then a macro key. I don't know. If you're going to put macro keys on there, make them separate. That's just me. But hey, whatever. That's definitely one flaw that I find with this keyboard, is that those are the macro keys right there. Does come with a game mode. Game mode's just the same like most other keyboards with game mode. It's so when you accidentally hit your Windows button, it doesn't shut down your game or do anything crazy like that. And almost you can still do Control Escape within a game. I did test that. But yeah, so let's talk about the keys and the switches then. Let's go over here. Let's use the control one. So I'm going to set this down. So as you can see, they're real thin. It's just a flat top. Key pops off like normal. As I sit and try to do that. There we go. Real thin. As you can see, standard key. Little plus sign in there. And then when we zoom in here, you see the one LED light there on the top, and then the whole switch, it's just like a transparent casing over top of the switch. And then some really cool design. You can see it like barely right in there. It says it's the Roccat design, on every single one. I think it's really cool. Just kind of like attention to detail. It means they went into a lot of detail on their board, which to me, I enjoy. Really tactile feedback. That's something that I wanted. So it's not crazy tactile, kind of like the green switches on a Razer where they click and it's like a lot of stuff. But it's just very smooth. There's still a lot of play in the key. It's really smooth, but you can definitely tell that when you hit that point, the actuation point on the key. So I really like that. Key tops are real smooth. I have noticed sometimes when I'm playing, you know, like this, my finger will slip off the W right here when I'm, you know, the WASD movement keys, like I'm playing WoW or Assassin's Creed or something like that. But I mean, that's a minor negative to me. I mean, there still is the little. Let me zoom in here. Still is that little ridge right here that kind of, you know, so you can tell where the W key is, but. Again, minor negative, not really a big deal. Not really a deal breaker. I can get over that. Spacebar, it's kind of really cool. The one single switch in there, and then they have kind of like these supports, and it's the same thing. It's that little, you know, the little plus sign where the key fits in there on either side. It's really cool. I have caught my finger under this a few times. Again, something just really small. That's just nitpicking. You know, where I'll like slide my hand and I'll catch my thumb as I'm going up. But again, just minor nitpicking stuff. Keys. Let's talk about the actual board itself. Now, as you can see, got some little dog hair in there. Now, that's another thing. This board's really hard to keep clean. I've found that I've had to keep it like clean every day, wipe it down every single day. But I do have a dog in the house. I do have 2 daughters that play on this keyboard. But the good thing is with this brushed aluminum, it's really smooth, which I like. It's not, like, you can feel the little ridges in there, but it's really smooth, and it's really durable. My daughter has nails, and she's, you know, scraped her nails across this brushed aluminum before, and it's not leaving any scratches or anything like that, so that's really nice. Volume knob, again, like I said in my unboxing video, obviously right plus, left low, and it adjusts your Windows volume just like that. It works. Got 2 other volume knobs here. That's your mute, and then that's unmute. Let's see what else. Macro keys, game mode we've already talked about. Your standard function keys. As you can see, little shortcuts right there. Browser, email, bring up your calculator, you know, media function keys right there. Stop, play, pause, you know, next chapter, forward, back, whatever you want to call it. Profile. So that's your profile keys 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when we go into the Swarm software, you can actually set up profiles, just like any other software, Corsair, SteelSeries, anything like that, Razer. So it's just, you know, function and then select the profile right there. And that's really about it. I really like this because it's simple. You know, it's not crazy. You can still do key bindings in the software if you really wanted to. You got your profile, stuff like that. So yeah, just nice and simple. Very simple design. And I'm a simple guy, so I like simple designs. Again, magnetic wrist rest here, very thin, just kind of like the rest of the board. Pops right on like that. It's really slick, it's really smooth. I really like it. Very good support. Haven't had any carpal tunnel issues since using this, and it stays on pretty good. Like, I've caught this before, like right here on the corner, and as you can see, I'm pulling on it pretty good. There we go. It finally came off. So I mean, it's a pretty strong magnet there. So yeah. And then cool little emblem right there. Showed that in the unboxing video, but yeah, I mean that's really it. I mean, it's a simple board, so there's really not too much to go into. So what we'll do now is I will transition up here to the monitor, and I will pull up the software, and we will go from there. All right, so let's talk software. All right, Swarm software, really simple. It's already running down here. Where are we at? Right here. So there's your software. Standard stuff, general features. You got sound feedback. It'll actually play a click sound, typewriter sound, a beam sound, a sci-fi sound. Sound when you bring it out of sleep, wake up, profile. So it basically plays a sound back through your audio device, whether it's speakers, headphones, whatever, when you press a button. I don't like hearing stuff, especially when I'm trying to play a game, so obviously I just go with no typing sound. And then you can actually set the volume for it. This is standard, reset all settings, character repeat rate, cursor blink rate, and then like a little test You know, you can test it out here, and boom, there you go. So yeah, just basic general features here. Key assignments. Now this is where you can go in and you can do macros. You get basic functions, your Roccat functions, system and operating system, internet. All right, there's your internet one, multimedia ones, open, and then timer. So you can just click on a key. You can do a game mode functions. You can remap your keys. Easy shift function. Just, you know, each and every one you can just go in there and go, yep, there we go. I'm going to click that one and use that one for something. So just basic. You just drag and drop. So it's really cool. You can take it from here and drag it over here and say this. All right, I'm not going to actually do it because I don't want to mess it up, but there you go. All right, key illumination. Now this is where you actually set your RGB settings. So I've currently got mine on wave, speed, and then your brightness. So you can adjust the brightness of it and up and down, just like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it on split screen, and you can actually see the keyboard and the software all at the same time, and that way you can just get a better idea of how this works. So again, wave, so you can see the keyboard and the screen both match, doing the same wave. I can speed it up. That's going really fast. Or I can slow it way down so it goes a little bit slower. Brightness, I'm going to turn it all the way down, all the way up. So yeah, so that's wave. This intelligent lighting system right here is if you have multiple things hooked up, the AIMO. So like if you had a mouse, headset, more than just the keyboard. Now snake. Actually, and you do have to hit apply. So as you can see, I'm going to hit apply here. Boom, there we go. Now we're on snake. That's kind of funny, as you can see, where the snake is on the software is not where the snake is on the keyboard. Well, it almost is. It wasn't lining up there for a minute, but I think it might be now. There you go. But same thing, you speed it up, hit apply, speeds up the snake. All right, so that's snake. You can make like your own color theme, stuff like that. Fully lit is, as stated, fully lit. Just static color. You can pick different zones. Like I want that zone to be yellow. Let's pick this zone to be green. I'm just going to pick some random stuff here. Blue. That color blue. We'll do that one red. And then orange. And then let's hit apply. There we go. And as you can see, boom. You do different color zones. Or you can just select all to the same color. And it'll stay solid. There you go. Same thing, brightness, you can change all that up. All right, heartbeat. Now as you notice, my color stayed the same. So each one of these colors is for that different zone. So like there's heartbeat, this is breathing. So as I select it, you can see it changes to each different zone. Fade. And somebody's back at the door. You can tell it's Christmas time. Because the UPS guy keeps knocking on my door and my dog goes crazy. Hey, chill. Sorry about that, guys. And then ripple. As you can see, same thing. Hang on. Hey, chill. Huh, ripple is not working. Interesting. And then obviously custom mode, where you could click on this key. And I want green, I want to make F. Let's make F blue, and then hit apply. So it lights up with a standard white around it, as you can see, kind of mirroring that. But then the U here, I don't know if you really see it, but the U's green and the F's blue. I know that's like horrible. It's horrible, but I kind of like the wave, just simple. Nothing too crazy. And that is the lighting modes. Again, you can do a custom. You can play around with it. There's a ton of options that you can do with this. So there you go. Let's see. Is there anything else? Okay, profiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and those match to your 4 profile keys right here. So you can rename them, pick them. All right, and you got your profile manager right here, where you can do your 4 different profiles. You can do more than 4. As you can see, I just made profile number 5 right here. And then there's your macro manager. It does come with preloaded stuff here for each different thing. So like I play a little bit of WoW, so I can do an attack macro, a chat page up macro, and then you just record it. There you go. So that's your macro manager. So yeah, I mean it's a pretty cool little setup. I mean, I've seen softwares that are more in depth. I just like it for the simplicity. Again, I'm a simple guy. I just like simplicity here. So standard settings. You search for updates, download updates, your update center. Does give you a change log anytime you update firmware or anything like that. You can monitor. You can do hardware monitoring. And this is where you can use a smartphone. But you have to download the Swarm Connect right here. So you use the Swarm app. And then just your basic help. Hey, if you don't know what you're doing, there you go. So that is, in a nutshell, pretty much the Swarm software. I know more people really wanted to see the lighting modes. You can play around with it. It's really cool. I've just never been a really big RGB guy. So for me, just the simple settings like a wave, all right, with a lower speed is, I'm totally cool with. So, yep, there you go. That is the software, and that is the RGB. All right, guys. So, hey, that was my review. It's pretty, like I said, I keep saying it, it's a simple board. It's nothing too crazy. I personally like it. I'm sure there's a whole lot more that I haven't really even dived into that it probably does. But I just really want to just scratch the surface, give you guys the basics, especially if you're possibly looking into buying this board. I really haven't seen too many reviews on YouTube, probably again because I'm not looking too hard. So I decided, hey, well, I bought this one. It was something I was looking at. I've read a few reviews, like Tom's Guide, I know has one. PC Gamer had one. It was highly recommended. So I was like, you know what? I like the look. It is highly recommended. It's I've never bought Roccat before, so hey, why not? Why don't I just delve out and get something other than Razer and Corsair? And then this way, I could do what I'm doing right now. I can play around with it, test it out, see what I like, and then make a unboxing and review video. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. While the dog goes crazy over there, I swear I can't make a video without some type of interruption of mailman, UPS, FedEx, or dog today. So we're just gonna roll with this. The video is gonna be edited as is. So hope you got a few laughs from the craziness. Hope you actually learned something. Hit subscribe if you really enjoy these videos. Be always much appreciated. Likes, dislikes, comments, anything like that below. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.